Alright guys, I'm gonna give you guys an update, a collection update. The first video I made of this was too long, so I'm gonna try to fly through this as quickly as possible. First thing, dagger. You guys saw this. Pain in the ass to take out. You guys saw this. It's fucking huge, but it has a huge ass blade on it. That's a huge chunk of steel if you ask me. It's not sharp, it's dull. But, you know, it's a knife, and I keep it on my wall as a decoration, pretty much. Next, we have, I'll just fly through the things you guys saw. My primary knife of use, of choice, everyday carry knife, the Columbia SR218, and I love this thing to death. Very nice knife. Very awesome. And the protective case for it, just a Velcro case. I keep it on my belt, so you know, if I keep it in my pocket, somebody might, you know, it might attract attention, etc. And this is something you get at Home Depot. It's a Craftsman super knife. Let me try to open it. Fuck, it's not. I'm not supposed to open it with my left hand. It's for righty, but whatever. There we go. You can still open it with the left hand. There you go. It's a nice. It has a nice size to it. It's a lockback, so you gotta press it, and it closes. This thing is very old. You guys, if you guys want any information on it, I did it. I did a full-scale review on it before. And here's the case. And somebody pointed out to me you can get this at Home Depot, I think, or I think. I'm not sure, but check out the comments for the video and you'll know. And here's something fairly cheap. It's a 3-in-1 multi-tool. You got a bottle opener on top. You got a corkscrew right here. But it busted on me. Let me focus. It kind of busted on me, as you can see. It just kind of unrolled when I tried to open a wine bottle. And here's a knife, a little blade. There we go. It's not sharp, so don't worry. Maybe the tip is a little bit, but you could stab somebody with it. But no use whatsoever besides that. But it was cheap, and I decided to pick it up. And the main reason I picked it up was the corkscrew. But guess what? It fucking busted. So that's a piece of shit that I do regret buying. Next thing is my little cheap, my first review. The cheapo 25-cent knife, and this thing is great. I actually do not regret buying this. I love this thing. It has a nice shape to it. I love the handle. The handle feels great. It just has a nice grip. But if you guys want the details, just go on the review. But you know, it's a nice knife. It's not a lockback, nothing fancy schmancy like that. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. But here's another cheap knife. You guys saw another. This was another review I did in the past. This thing with the crocodile on it. And my dad took this to work. And he said it has it was pretty good. You can get some nice use out of it. He used it to cut styrofoam, and he said he did a fairly nice job. And here's another knife you guys saw, the keychain, Marlboro brand keychain knife, and it works fairly well for maybe paper, envelopes, etc. So I'm gonna try to fly through this. What you guys saw is not important. Another thing you guys saw, thread clippers. Not going to take those out. You guys saw them, nothing special about that. Something else you saw, but I didn't do a review of, is the Wenger Classic. Or, you know, it's pretty much the same thing as a Victorinox Classic. It's a Swiss made, but it's Wenger. There's a difference in the sign, and I do apologize if some people did not catch on that I just didn't edit it, or I made a mistake in my, you know, Swiss Gear video. But if you guys want a review of this, holler at me. Yeah, holler, whatever. Just tell me, request it, and I'll try to do it for you guys. I usually like requests, but I don't get many so often. So here's another thing I found at the beach about 5 years ago, I believe. And this thing is a little fishing knife, I believe. That's what my grandfather told me. He said this thing's a fishing knife. You cut a fishing line with it, or you take the scales off the fish. But it's a little too small for that, so I don't think it's for that. It's just cutting a fishing line. Pretty much that's it. Maybe the hooks. No, I don't know. But it's fairly small, concealable. It has a nice hole in it, and I found it at the beach. That's the greatest thing. And I'm not going to throw this out because I like it. It has a cool shape to it. And, I could replace the little blade because it is dull and it's fucking rotten and, nothing special about it, but I like it. Nonetheless, I do like it. Next thing, fairly quickly. You guys saw this as well. Victorinox diamond quality sharpener. Very great. Love it. Makes my knives very sharp. It came with a little leather case, and it's a little cheap made, but it works fine. It's not a knife, obviously, but it's a little letter opener, the old school ones. But it's kind of busted since this thing flies off the top. But the thing that I find cool is you could put matches in here. And if I could manage to take the blade off this little top right here, I could have a little matches container right there. So that's nice. I might think about doing so in the future. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. And I think that now just one last thing, but this isn't actually a knife. This is the cheapo. What is it called? A sheath or protective case I made for this knife right here, the cheap one. Alright, and I'm gonna try to fly through this. Alright guys, anything you see here that I haven't done, so maybe the fishing thing, whatever, just your pick. If I haven't done a review on it, request it in the comment section or just give me a private message. I doubt anybody will, but it would make me really happy if somebody would. But it's not like I'm being pushy or anything, but I don't get requests often, so it would be nice. But your choice. Alright, but thanks for watching guys, and this is gonna be a part 2, and I'm gonna get into it right now. Bye. Peace out.